Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Eka Susanti with NPM 2241106 from Management Class 22B. Here I will explain about normality test. The normality test is carried out to find out whether the data being tested is correct in a normal or non-normal distribution. Normality testing is carried out by using the Kolmogorov Smirnov technique with the help of SPSS statistical picking for social science. In testing, the normality of the data that can be done is said to be in a normal distribution having a significance value of p lebih besar dari 0,05, and if the significant value is p lebih kecil dari 0,05, the data obtained is said to be abnormal. Values obtained from the normality test of variable x social anxiety is 0,010, where the results show p lebih kecil dari 0,05, so that the data results are not in a normal distribution. The value obtained from the normality test for variable y interest in organizing is 0,000, where the result show p lebih kecil dari 0,05, so that the resulting data is not within the distribution normal. The data for variable x and y are both in a non-normal distribution. The normality test is a test carried out with the aim of assessing the distribution of data in a group of data or variable, whether the data distribution is normally distributed or not. The normality test aims to test whether the data used in the research is normally distributed or not. The definition of the normality test is explained below. The normality test aims to find out whether the data we have is normally distributed or close to normal. That is, the data is bell-shaped or the data is not skewed to the left or skewed to the right. Santoso 2010-43, Seifel and Bahrudin state that the normality test is carried out to determine whether a data distribution is normal or not, which later becomes important to know because it's related to selecting the right statistical test to be carried out. The normality test is useful for determining whether the data analysis is normally distributed or not, so that the next step do not deviate from the truth and can be accounted for. Normal data is data that is spread evenly and the pattern does not skew to the left or right, and abnormal data will clearly have difference, namely if the pattern looks destroyed and the distribution is also uneven. The normality test is useful for determining whether data that has been collected is normally distributed or taken from a normal population. The classic method of testing the normality of data is not that complete. Based on the empirical experience of several statisticians, data with more than 30 numbers and lebih besar dari 30 can be assumed to be normally distributed, usually said to be a large sample. By however, to provide certain whether the data is normally distributed or not, a normality test should be used. Because it is not certain that data that is more than 30 can be guaranteed to have a normal distribution, and vice versa, data that is less than 30 does not necessarily mean that data is not normally distributed. For this we need proof. Normality statistical tests that can be used include the graph test, chi-square, Kolmogorov-Smirnov, Lillie, Force, and Shapirowick types of normality tests. Graph test. The graphic method test is by paying attention to distribution of data and the diagonal search of the normal pp plot of regression. Standardized residual graph data is declared to be normally distributed. The distribution of point is around the line and follows the diagonal line, then the value is normal. Chi-square normal distribution goodness of fitness. The chi-square method or normal distribution goodness of fit test used an approach of adding up the definition from the observation data for each class with the expected value. The chi-square test is often used by researchers as a normality test tool. Chi-square method requires normal distribution goodness of field test. Data is arranged in groups or collected in a frequency distribution table. Suitable for data with larger numbers and lebih besar dari 30, as they calls are filled which is less than 5 cabinet. X2 value of X2 observation value expected value area of class interval based on normal table multiplied by n total frequency PI dikali n sama dengan number of numbers in the data total frequency. Kolmogorov-Smirnov. The Kolmogorov-Smirnov method is not much different from the Lifforce method. The steps of complementing and using the same formula but which different significant. The Kolmogorov-Smirnov method use the Kolmogorov-Smirnov comparison table, while the Lilliefors method use the Lilliefors method comparison table. Condition, interval or ratio scale data, quantitative. Single or default data in the frequency distribution table can be used for large n or small n. The Lilliefors method uses basis data that has not been processed a frequency distribution table. The data is transformed into z values to calculate the area of normal curve as normal cumulative probability condition. Interval or ratio scale data, quantitative. Single or uncollected data in frequency distribution table can be used for large or small n. Sapir-Whorf. The Sapir-Whorf method uses basis data that has not been processed in frequency distribution table. The data is sorted, then divided into two groups to be converted in Sapir-Whorf. The transformation can also be calculated in the z-value to calculate the area of the normal curve. Condition, interval or ratio scale data, quantitative. Single or uncollected data, the frequency distribution table data from a random sample. The following is one way that can be done for the normality test, namely using the Kolmogorov-Smirnov method with SPSS basic decision making in the Kolmogorov-Smirnov normality test. 1. If the significance value sig 0,05, then the research data is normally distributed. 2. On the other hand, if the significance value sig is 0,05, then the research data is not normally distributed. Okay, that's all the explanation for me. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.